This video and all content on this channel is performed by a pest control professional, and it is always recommended to hire a pest control pro in your area to perform any pest control in or outside your home. Pesticides can harm you and your loved ones. Anyone who is performing the information in this video is doing so at their own risk. If you decide to try the info provided in this video, please always check with the local laws in your area and read the labels of any product you use. The label is the law.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with Green Acres Pest Control. And today I want to go over what you're doing wrong when treating for bed bugs and how hopefully you can turn your bed bug situation around, eliminate your problem, and sleep easy. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to the channel. So I make a lot of these videos about how to properly treat for bed bugs or what doesn't work for bed bugs. And I get a lot of comments in my videos when I make those, especially if I do the videos about what doesn't work. They say, well, then what does work? And usually I go over that by the end of the video, but the attention span of people these days is a lot smaller than it used to be. You can't make your long form content like you used to be able to since the advent of TikTok and other short form systems. So I'm going to try to go over everything in this video. I'm going to tell you right now, while you're watching, stick to the end and you'll get the whole picture. I have to say that because if I don't say it within the first 2 minutes of how to actually get rid of bed bugs, people don't understand. But the whole point of this video is to point out what you're doing wrong and how to correct it. Are you putting down diatomaceous earth to get rid of bed bugs because you saw some famous YouTuber say it's the only way to kill them? Are you trying to leave the heat up in your house and maybe run heat machines or propane heaters? Are these things you're trying to do to get rid of your bed bugs because some famous YouTuber said it's the only way to get rid of them? If you're doing these things, you're doing it wrong. These methods don't work to get rid of bed bugs. They just make the problem worse, especially diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth, while it does kill bugs, does not kill them effectively. And it doesn't kill them all either. A lot of bugs will survive even after crawling through diatomaceous earth. People say that diatomaceous earth makes little microscopic abrasions and lacerations across a bug's body. And that's not true. It's not true in every case. It does happen, but it doesn't happen in every case. A lot of bed bugs are actually impervious to diatomaceous earth, and it doesn't actually penetrate their body and kill them. Not all of them. Okay? In order to get rid of your bed bug problem, you have got to get rid of every bed bug, not just some bed bugs. This is an issue, okay? Are you going to Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's? Are you buying your pesticides over the counter, like at Dollar General, Kroger, Family Dollar, Bilo, all these different places? Are you going to the pesticide department in your local department store and buying the pesticides that they have there on the counter that say bed bugs on them? Because if you're doing that, you're doing it wrong. That's wrong. Don't do that. Those pesticides used to kill bed bugs, but the bed bugs have developed a resistance to those chemicals. They no longer work. You may kill 80% of your bed bug infestation. You may kill 95% of your bed bug infestation. The percentage that does not die is immune to those pesticides, chemically immune, which means you can spray it all day long and it'll never kill those 5% or those 15% that survive. It won't kill them. And if it doesn't kill them, they're going to have babies. And their babies won't die from it either because they're genetically immune, because their parents were immune, so that in turn makes them immune. So if the bugs are immune to the chemical, just like if you have if you need an antibiotic for strep throat or some kind of a disease you have, and you are automatically immune. Like I know people that penicillin will no longer work for different antibiotic as an antibiotic. And the reason it doesn't work is because they're immune. Their body kicks it out before it can actually do its job to get rid of the, ailments that they have. So they have to take something like erythromycin or some other type of antibiotic. All right, Bugs develop resistance to pesticides just like people develop resistance to medications. So you have to keep that in your mind. So if you go to the store, read the active ingredients on the labels. Labels have active ingredients. If you sometimes it's right on the front, right on the very front of the label. It'll tell you whether it's bifenthrin or deltamethrin or whatever that's in the pesticide. It'll tell you right there. If you look at that and you scan all the pesticides that are over the counter, most of all those pesticides have the same variants of active ingredient in them. They're basically the same thing. They just have a different brand name on the label. But they're all the same thing. They're all the same pesticide. Just like if you go to the pharmacy department and you're standing there and you're looking for Tylenol or aspirin, well, yeah, there's Bayer aspirin, but then there's also Walmart brand aspirin. And there's all these different brand names, but it's all aspirin. Or it's all Tylenol. It's all acetaminophen. Acetaminophen is the active in Tylenol. So just because you buy Tylenol, well, no, you could also buy the Target brand of Tylenol, which is called acetaminophen. It's the same thing, exact same thing. So pesticides have active ingredients, just like medications have active ingredients. It's what works. And bed bugs have developed a resistance to pretty much almost all over-the-counter active ingredients. So don't buy those. Don't waste your money. This is something you're doing wrong. Don't go and buy those chemicals. Those chemicals are not effective. They are not effective because the bed bugs have developed a resistance to them. They're being overused, the bugs are getting used to it, and they're not dying from it anymore. This is a real thing. There have been articles written about pyrethroid-resistant bed bugs. This is a real thing. Most all pesticides you buy over the counter are pyrethrins, unless you listen to me and you know where to buy the right stuff. Now, I've got an Amazon page. I've got everything listed on my Amazon page that I use in my business. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for over 30 years for pest control. I've been licensed since I was 17 years old. I've been doing this for a really long time. And I don't mind telling people the chemicals that I use. The reason I have an Amazon page is because it shows you what pesticides I use in my business. If I use the chemicals in my business, I list them on my Amazon page. I get a kickback from sales through Amazon. Usually it's like 3% kickback. It's an affiliate link. Just like if you see these influencers on YouTube doing these, buy this from me, it's so great. Buy this from me, it's so great. It's kind of like that. So it's a pesticide that's there where you can see it and you can buy it. If I want to order chemicals from my own business, I go use my Amazon page because I get a 3% kickback if I buy it from my Amazon page. So it's a nice thing. It's a way to support my channel. And you also get the chemical that you want. And usually Amazon's the cheapest anyway, compared to, say, doyourown.com and different websites out there. Usually Amazon has the cheapest rates. In fact, on my live streams that I do every Thursday night where I sit there and I show people the labels and I explain how to use pesticides and I answer questions, I've actually done price comparison and I'm like, look, this is what Amazon sells it for. This is what Do Your Own sells it for. This is what Do-It-Yourself Pest Control or whatever, all these different pesticide websites, this is what they all sell it for. Look, Amazon's the cheapest. I'm really about saving money. If you can't get it on my Amazon store, you could get it somewhere cheaper probably. Go find it. Go find it and get it. Walmart.com, that's a place you could go and look for the same chemicals. So the pesticide that I use in my business to kill bed bugs is called Crossfire. Now, the label is very specific. It is only for bed bugs. And I'm going to answer this question now too, because people will say, well, what if you have fleas? Can you spray for fleas and bed bugs with Crossfire? And the answer is no, you can't. Crossfire is labeled for bed bugs. It is only for bed bugs. It is not for fleas. It is not for cockroaches. It is not for spiders. It's not for bird mites. It's not for any bug but bed bugs. If you have a bed bug problem, buy Crossfire, follow the label, use it like they say, and you will get rid of your bed bugs. Now, there's something else that you're doing wrong too. If you continue to have bed bug problems even after spraying with Crossfire, stop visiting people with bed bugs. I know we're in the holiday season and people are going to be going to Thanksgiving. People are going to be going to Halloween parties. People go to Christmas parties. People do Hanukkah. People do all these different, fun little activities with their friends and their family. But if your friends or your family have bed bugs, stop hanging out with them. Now, if they get rid of their bed bug problem, I see no problem hanging out with them again, but just like when someone has the flu, you don't want to go over to their house and lick all their doorknobs because you're going to get sick. You're going to get the flu, all right? You don't go hanging out with people that are sick because you know if you do, you're going to get sick. If people don't have bed bugs, you go hang out with them. But if they do, tell them, hey, look, I got bed bugs in my house. I got rid of them, but I can't hang out with you anymore because every time I do, I bring bed bugs home. One of the constant things in my business is people who get bed bugs, 80% of the customers that I service with bed bug problems end up getting bed bugs again. And the reason they end up getting bed bugs again is because they continue to do what got them the bed bugs in the first place. Maybe they rent to own their furniture. Maybe they go to these rent to own furniture stores and buy used furniture off of the floor models that have been in someone else's house. Sometimes they'll do that. Or they'll use a U-Haul and they won't treat it. You know, if you're moving from point A to point B, treat your U-Haul. You don't know what people had in that U-Haul before you got a hold of it. Very likely, that U-Haul was used to haul bedbug infested furniture and you wouldn't even know it. So if you keep a bottle of Crossfire on hand, don't mix it, because once it's mixed, it has to be used. But if you keep a bottle on hand, like in a pantry cupboard or something down in the basement, or stored away, and that way, if you do end up going on a vacation where you think you might pick up bed bugs, or go to a family residence where you think you might pick up bed bugs, well, you could treat your car, and you could treat your trunk, and you could treat your luggage, and you could keep this stuff from transporting bed bugs back to your house. Stop doing what got you the bed bugs in the first place. That's really important. And I've gone over every single way that I can think of that you're doing wrong. And I've also said what you can do to get rid of your problem and do it right. So hopefully I have addressed everything that I could think of. If there's anything that I've missed, please leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget, show up on Thursday nights. We'll live stream. We'll talk about bed bugs. We'll talk about roaches. We'll talk about fleas. If you do want a chemical to kill fleas, or you do want a chemical to kill roaches, stop in and we'll talk about it. This is a bed bug video. But stop in and talk to me about whatever you want. I'm always there. I'm always here. Leave a comment below this video. If you have any questions at all, I don't mind answering any questions that you have. I enjoy my audience. I love my audience. My audience is like family to me, and I don't mind helping every single one of you. And if you think about it, you might want to watch this video right here. This is something that I recommend, if you're wanting to get rid of bed bugs, on how to actually get rid of bed bugs. And I'll see you in the next one. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget, like and subscribe. And thanks a lot. Bye.